Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, gonna give all glory and praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash. Double honors to the apostle and elders, great millstone. Peace, salutations to the man that's out here pushing this truth. And Shalom to the elect. Just finna get into this quick video, quick lesson. Alright, on Revelations, the 9th chapter, starting at verse 16. Alright. Because, we are approaching, the great day of the Lord, all right? Revelations 9:16, and the number of the army of the horsemen were 200,000. And I heard the number of them. And what is them horsemen representing? Nuclear missiles, all right? It said what? And I heard, or it's like it said we're 200,000. That equals up 200,000 equals up to what? 200 million. All right. So 200 million missiles is intended to hit Babylon the Great, aka America. All right. It says, and thus I saw the horses in the vision, and them that sat on them having breastplates of fire, and of jackneth and brimstone. And the heads of the horses were as the heads of lions. Yep, because what? The head, or the head of the missile, that's what holds them nuclear warheads. All right. It says so yeah, a lion, all right, well, a lion is going to devour, all right, So it says, and out of their mouth issued fire and smoke and brimstone. By these three was the third part of man killed, by the fire and by the smoke and by the brimstone which issued out of their mouths. Yep. And see, yeah, the third part of men representing, Esau, Edom, so-called white man, here in America, Babylon the Great, all right? And of course, Jake, and whoever else is here, is going to get hit by it too, But yeah, 200 million missiles is intended to hit here Babylon the Great, aka America. Here, Joel 2 and verse 4. The appearance of them is as the appearance of horses, and as horsemen, so shall they run. Like the noise of chariots on the top of mountains shall they leap. Like the noise of a flame of fire that devoureth the stubble, as a strong people set in battle array. Yup. So what? It's just a horsemen, because what? John the Revelator, all right? Joel, they didn't, back in their days, they didn't know what no missiles was, no nuclear, missiles was. They didn't know nothing about that. So what? They had to describe it to the best of their ability. All right. It says, before their face, the people shall be much pained. All faces shall gather blackness. They shall run like mighty men. They shall climb the wall like men of war. They shall march everyone on his ways, and they shall not break their ranks. So see, and yeah, Babylon the Great, aka America, is going to be overthrown by these missiles, all right? Every intended place that the Lord, got for this place to, basically everywhere is going to get hit by, by these missiles, Not one spot is gonna miss, It says. And yeah, what these people, they're going on with their daily life, working, partying, BSing, whatever. But what these people are not expecting nothing like this, Not one person here in America that's not in the know, not in the ways of Yahweh Shema Shah. They're not expecting this, So once they hear them sirens, all right. Once they hear, that nuclear missiles is about to hit this place, hey, they're gonna bug out. People are gonna be looking at each other and distraught. dying just off of the news, you know, pissing and shitting themselves, all that. All right. Verse 8, neither shall one thrust another. They shall walk everyone in his path. When they fall upon the sword, they shall not be wounded. Yep. So, hey, they're going to, all of them is going to hit their intended place. All right. Not one of them is going to, get blown up in midair, hit each other, and it's going to be none of that's going to happen. All right. It says, they shall run to and fro in the city. They shall run upon the wall. They shall climb upon the houses. They shall enter in at the windows like a thief. Yep. So, just further explaining that what it's going to hit. It's going to hit here in Babylon the Great, a.k.a. America, The earth shall quake before them. The heaven shall tremble. The sun and the moon shall be dark. And the stars shall withdraw their shining. Yep. And why is that? Because the aftermath of, the missiles, the explosion. All right, it's going to cause, mushroom clouds. All right, it's going to cause, thick debris of smoke in the air. Excuse me. Let's get something. Isaiah 13 and verse the prophets spoke about this day. The Lord always showed, his mysteries to the prophets. All right. He showed them that this day is coming. All right. He showed what? Isaiah, Jeremiah, all right, Joel, Habakkuk, all right, John the Revelator, all right. So that's something. Amos, all right. So this day, it's been in the Lord. This is what the Lord wants, all right. And now that's why, we're out here, us, the prophets, all right, Lord willing, I'm part of that number, we're out here, preaching this truth, all right, we're telling you of what's to come, all right, because this is what Yahweh Shema Shah God intended, all right. Isaiah 13 and verse 10, 9. Verse 9, behold, the day of the Lord cometh cruel, both with wrath and fierce anger, to lay the land desolate, and he shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it. For the stars of heaven and the constellations thereof shall not give their light. The sun shall be darkened in his going forth, and the moon shall not cause her light to shine. And why is that? Because of the missiles, all right? All right, the aftermath of the missiles, the explosion, all right, going to cause thick smoke in the air, from you being able to see, you're not going to be able to see a nice sunny day, Joel 2 and verse 10, the earth shall quake before them. The heavens shall tremble, the sun and the moon shall be dark, and the stars shall withdraw their shining. And yeah, the earth is going to move. And when I say that, let me just back it up with a precept. Isaiah 24 and verse 20. The earth shall reel to and fro like a drunkard. And a drunkard, or somebody that's, stumbling off the drink, you see there, swaying left to right, all over the place, That's how the earth is going to be, from all them nuclear missiles hitting Babylon the Great, a.k.a. America. And even, our land, Israel, because Israel got to be cleansed, from all the wickedness that's going on over there, It says, and shall be removed like a cottage, and the transgression thereof shall be heavy upon it, and it shall not rise again. And a cottage is like a little hut, for damn, just slipped my mind the exact reason why they use a cottage, which I believe is like I'll look it up later on, but basically it's a little hut it's not something that you're intending to live your life in. It's for a specific reason, so it's not really something really reliable, like a house. A house is, when winds start coming through, where you can rely on your house not to get blown down, or get old, and start crumbling down, So this is, America, Babylon the Great. Once these missiles start hitting, all right, or Slovakia, once these missiles start hitting, all right, the earth is gonna be, all over the place, Here, Joel 2 and verse 11. And the Lord shall utter his voice before his army, for his camp is very great, for he is strong that executeth his word. For the day of the Lord is great and very terrible. Who can abide in it? And that's why even the scriptures say, woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. To what end is it for you? What end is this day for you? All right. This day is not, if you're not living, as the scriptures say, the righteous shall scarcely be saved. So how much more a sinner? All right. Somebody that's not living, to the best of their ability in the ways of Yahweh Shem Shah. Majority of these people in America can't say that they're living according to the ways of Yahweh Shem Shah. So, hey, a lot of people's not going to be able to abide in it, But again, verse 12, therefore also now, saith the Lord, turn ye even to me with all your heart, and with fasting, and with weeping, and with mourning, and rend your heart and not your garments, and turn unto the Lord your God, for he is gracious and merciful, slow to anger, and of great kindness, and repenteth him of the evil. Who knoweth if he will return and repent, and leave him blessing behind him, even a meat offering and a drink offering unto the Lord your God. All right, so see, hey, repent to Yahweh Shem Shah, because these are the days that we're coming into. So repent. As the scripture say, seek ye the Lord while he may be found. Call you upon him while he is near. All right, let the wicked forsake his way, and the righteous man his thoughts. All right, so hey, it's time to repent to Yahweh Shem Shah, because hey, if you're not right with Yahweh Shem Shah, you're gonna get hit by a missile. You're gonna be left here to taste of that lake of fire. That lake of fire represented America, Babylon the Great, being destroyed by them 200 million missiles, and in the aftermath is going to be this place, being a lake of fire, because hey, 200 million missiles is overkill, really. That's overkill for America. And when I say it for America, or when I say it like that, I'm just saying, like, there's only 50 states, Of course, this landmass is big, It definitely is big. But 200 million missiles, all right, that's a lot. And, the missiles can cover up to, lots of land, So, hey, repent to Yahweh Shem Shah. All right. So that's pretty much it. I just want to hit on that quick video. So Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. Going to give all glory, honor, praises to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai B'Shem Kakadash. Double honor to the apostle and others, great millstone, peace, citation, sentiments, our pushing is truth, and shalom to the lake, shalom.